Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube as we break down the second college football playoff matchup on Saturday in Atlanta. It's the Peach Bowl between Georgia and Ohio State. Kevin Rogers with you. The Bulldogs open up as a 7-point favorite, but now that number is dipped down to 6.5. And for our best bet, let's take the underdogs and back the Ohio State Buckeyes in this one. Now, looking at some of the trends through the college football playoffs since it was instituted 8 seasons ago, there's a lot of things that support Georgia here. Number one, that defending national champions have gone 4-1 in the next year in their first game of the college football playoff. The only loser was Clemson back in the 2017 season. And past that, we saw Alabama win last year, coming off a national championship in their first game. But for Georgia, also another number that would support them, in 6 of the 8 wins by number 1 seeds in the college football playoff, those teams have won by 10 points or more. So you would think just take Georgia, don't worry about the points, they'll take care of business. But with that being said, though, Ohio State, the one thing I do like about them, in spite of their loss to Michigan in the season finale, it seemed like their season was dead, that maybe Alabama would jump them and Ohio State would not make the college football playoff. But that wasn't the case. Ohio State still got in spite of the loss to Michigan. And the Buckeyes still had a solid season as they went 11-1. And granted, people can say they didn't beat a lot of great teams in the Big Ten, that some of their stronger wins came against the likes of Penn State. Also, when you look at Wisconsin, they were a bit down this year. Michigan State had a terrible year. Indiana wasn't that good. But at the same time, Ohio State still beat a pretty good Notre Dame team in the season opener as well. And then the 45-23 loss to Michigan in the finale as 9-point favorites. Now Ohio State flipped to an underdog against Kirby Smart's Georgia team. And the Bulldogs may be better this year than they were last year as they went to the national championship, beating Michigan and then knocking off Alabama to win the title. But also for Georgia, they blew out LSU in the SEC championship 50-30 to cover as 17-point favorites, and no blemishes on the resume for the Bulldogs, including a 27-13 victory over Tennessee, which was a key game earlier in SEC play. Georgia did not play Alabama this year, but besides that, Georgia took care of Oregon in the first game of the season, basically a home game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, where the venue is going to be on Saturday. But I do think Ohio State, by getting the second opportunity, I think that they will hang in this game with Georgia. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Ohio State pulled off the upset. I like Ohio State here. I'm going to take the points. I'm not going to money line them. I'm going to take the points with Ohio State here against Georgia as our best bet coming up for the college football playoff at the Peach Bowl coming up on Saturday night. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vegas Insider TV. Also, other matchups that you could find on our best bets: the Fiesta Bowl, the other college football playoff game between TCU and Michigan, and the Rose Bowl on Monday in Pasadena between Utah and Penn State. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, best of luck with your bets.